Hey everyone, my name's Adam Archer, and today we are going to be taking a look at the Condor tool and knife Tantar Harpoon. This is a tool that I was considering adding to my survival kit, so picked it up and still considering it. We'll see if it ends up being included or if it's something that I've just added to kind of my collection. I'll also be comparing it to some of the products that are currently in my survival kit or that were in my survival kit at one point. But let's actually move those over to the side for now, and later on in the video I will kind of be comparing and mentioning what I like and dislike about the different tools. So we have the Condor Harpoon here. Comes with standard Condor box, regular cardboard, has a little catalog as well as a little piece of paper that says to protect your carbon steel. This uses 1075 high carbon steel, so it will rust. Very important to note, since this is something that you will be using around water, since it is a harpoon. So it comes with two Kydex sheaths that are connected with a little paracord piece. So let's take off those Kydex sheaths, put those off to the side for now. We will be talking about those in a little bit. When you take it apart, they are slightly different, as you can see there. You slide this one over the other, and then you would attach this to a stick. So cut this stick twice, slide it down, cord wrap it, and then you have your harpoon or gig right there. Now, talking about the dimensions of this, it is, I believe, right under 6 inches, I believe 5.9. The actual edge of these are 1.5 inches, about a 1/4 inch barb on these. That is a good size barb. Fish won't be able to fall off easily. And the distance between the two, I believe, is 2.5 inches. Let's see. Yep, 2.5 inches between the barbs. So you do get a good amount of space so that if you're trying to spear a fish, even if it moves a little bit, you'll be able to get it easily. This is 1075 high carbon steel, which Condor uses on most of their knives, so they really know how to heat treat it well. So I think this is going to be a product that lasts a long time. It is a high carbon steel, so it will rust. The finish on these appears to be, at least to me, it appears to be just that heat treated finish. So after you dunk it in the oil, just that oiled finish. Nothing special, which it doesn't really need to be for a survival tool. Markings on these, all I see is Condor El Salvador marked on both of these pieces, as you can see there. Now, let's see what else I can talk about. One thing that kind of surprised me, and I'm thinking it may be just on the ones that I have, I noticed that the grinds for the actual edges are not really the quality that I've come to expect from Condor. Condor tends to have some very neat grinds, or at least sharp, lacking burrs, and that type of thing, which kind of surprised me on these. It may be due to the relative inexpensive nature. It's not like a $50, $60 knife. I think I paid $30 for these, the MAP price, or the manufacturer minimum price, $37. But still, it somewhat surprised me. And I think, which one of these was a good example? I think really any of them on this particular one, but let's take a look at this one, where you can see the tip of this is kind of rounded, has definitely a burr on there, and just not very sharp, which again, that surprised me, because I do have some of the similar products by Condor, such as the pocket pikes, and that is extremely sharp, no burrs on there, very well ground. So somewhat surprised me that this was not the same. but it's going to be relatively easy to sharpen, get that to a razor sharp tip. So not a huge issue, but there are a few things that I would say, modifications that would need to be made to really make this a better tool. And that would be one of them, is just sharpening it up first. The next one would be making it so when this is attached to a stick, you only have 2 sheaths. So you can see here, you would only be able to protect basically 2 of the harpoon heads. I would probably recommend doing something similar that I did to the marbles or gig, and building either on this would not exactly work because you can't have 2 of these because you would have that piece in the middle, but maybe having a piece here and then individual sheaths for those 2 smaller ones. Marbles, this is one that I've actually made myself, so I am really glad that Condor has included some type of sheath, even if I probably will get rid of this one and make my own. So I'm not complaining about that. I'm just saying for my specific needs, I would probably modify it by creating my own sheaths that will work for my needs. You may not need a sheath to put on once it's on a stick, since it's already going to stay together. So comparing it to some other products, let's go ahead and do that. So we have the marbles, spear, and gig set. So this actually comes in a set of 2. No sheaths come with the marbles set. And one of the things I really like about the Condor more than marbles, first off, you can see the spines on these. So very acute angle on there. It's going to want to stay in that fish, and you can see also that it is sharp and large. With these, basically no barb. It's going to, if you catch fish with this, it's just going to slide off. And you can see the difference in barbs on these. Much different. A better alternative in terms of being able to catch fish are actually other Condor products. So we have this, which is not actually a fish. So this is not really an alternative product, but a similar product is the Condor arrowheads. I believe these are called like siege heads, or siege arrowheads. I don't know. But also a fantastic product, not really an alternative, maybe a complementary product. But an alternative would be the pocket pikes, which has 2 barbs on it, 1 on each side. Very similar sized blades. This is actually a little bit thicker, and I believe may use, I don't know if they use a carbon steel on this or a stainless steel. I think they still use the 1075 on the pocket pikes. I think they may use a carbon steel on the arrowheads. The thing that I like about this is, of course, it is sharper, has 2 barbs, and it is a little bit smaller, so you can actually fit 3 of them on here. Same exact price, same map pricing. What I like about this a little bit better than the pocket pikes is that when you are stabbing into water, due to the reflection, or I think they call it, I don't remember the exact terminology, but the fish looks like it's higher in the water than it actually is. So when you're stabbing in, you don't have to be as accurate. With this, you have to be basically dead on because you're stabbing only 1 spot. With this, you're basically stabbing 4 spots all at once, have a little bit better of a chance, or at least you don't have to be as accurate. So there you go. Those are some alternatives, as well as the review of the Condor Tantar Harpoon. Show you the box one more time. So, product that I'm going to have to consider, do I want to have it in my survival kit? Do I want to keep what I currently have? Which what I currently have in my survival kit is the marbles spearhead, the pocket pikes, and the arrowheads. I've removed the marbles spearhead because those are just, the spikes or the things are just not large enough. I think that if it were ever to be needed to be used, that it won't hold the fish, which is what the main use would be. Which you don't really have a concern about fish falling off with this since those barbs are so large. Anyways, thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully you found this productive if you've been considering getting one of these or even had never seen one before, and something you may want to consider for your own survival kit. Anyways, again, thank you for watching. Have a great day.